Well, so it's another week and my sewing pile is literally overflowing once again. This time I thought it might be fun to look through my Pinterest board, and I figured I can find a few simple DIYs in there if I really look. I think this will be a fun one. I have a lot of mostly thrifted shirts, which is nice because it kind of gives you a starting point. Like, you don't have to start from complete scratch, which is the sheet of fabric, which I am all for. I just laid out a shirt that I just thrifted and a sweater that I already like the shape of. I'm just gonna cut where the line is for my sweater and just hope for the best here. This seems super simple, so I'm actually really excited to find out the ways in which this gives me a headache. I do want to do something to kind of take in the sleeve too. Let's try, I don't know how to do it, but I think you can do the same exact thing on like the sleeves to make kind of a cuff. I might just sew this shut and then cut it after because I'm kind of nervous. All right, so now all we have to do is turn it inside out, and then I'm gonna just sew this down. I basically just cropped this shirt and then took it in a very minor amount. So I don't really know why I expected something more epic to happen. I wanted to originally keep this neckline because it kind of follows a sweater that I already own and like. The issue is I thought that there'd be an essence of like chic athleisure, but the shirt itself kind of just has the energy of like, I don't know, like Ocean City boardwalk souvenir shirt. So that just means we have to put in a little more effort. Insert photo. I'm gonna go for this type of vibe from my Pinterest board, and I'm gonna change the neckline a lot. I'm gonna kind of quarter sleeve it and then take in the sleeves, and I'm hopefully going to be able to do these in the same way as the actual shirt. I'm gonna bring in the shirt to kind of crop it, and then, are those called dolman tops? I forget what they're called, but it's basically where you kind of just take in the back and then the top of it is all flowy. And I'm gonna grab my eyeliner and then I'll start marking where I want to make my edits. So luckily I have this off-the-shoulder sweater that I actually really love, so I can use it as a guideline. I will say from my experience now in doing necklines, typically you want it a little bit lower in the front and then higher in the back. But with these off-the-shoulder ones, what I've learned is that it's pretty much straight across and you have the same depth in the front and the back. I drew where I'm gonna put my neckline, and I'm gonna cut between both layers and sew it down so it'll be even actually. And then it just makes the off the shoulder very nice. And then just to figure out where I'm gonna cinch my shirt, I picked a fitted shirt that I like and I kind of marked here. My question that I'm not exactly sure the answer to is where I should kind of start to carve out. I don't know. If I should start like in the pit and kind of bring it in, maybe I'll start like, yeah, like right towards where the pit would be. So then it'll be kind of like this. Is that like even? It'll be good enough, I think. This is literally, I'm like straight up guessing right now. Is that like my wrist? Yeah, that'll fit. Oh my god, it's so uneven too. Let's try like that. Is that even? Okay, let's see if that looks even remotely even. Yeah, sorta. And now I'm just gonna cut where the neckline is, and I'm gonna cut the bottom of the sleeves, and then I'm gonna do a straight stitch along the rest of it where my eyeliner lines are. So I like it. The thing I want to change is I wanted this to be quarter sleeve and it's just not. So I'm gonna just cut the bottom more, and then I'm gonna just cut off the excess fabric, and I am locking this one in as complete. Next one I'm gonna do is this shirt I have been dying to work on. This is a very loud but also very epic pattern. I thrifted this a couple weeks ago. And it has these super awesome tropical birds all over it. What are these? Is this like the bird from Rio, the blue macaw? I don't know, but they're awesome. It's this really cute shirt on Anthropologie that has the same buttons. And I think it'll be nice to keep that detailed. So I think the easiest way to start here is to just kind of cut off this neckline completely, take in the sides, cut off the bottom, pucker it, find some type of scrap fabric where I can make straps, and then I think that's all I have to do. Okay. I think I'm gonna give myself an extra inch because the yellow shirt was kind of tight. All right, I'm just gonna run to my sewing machine and sew straight down and cut the excess. Perfect. Lots of pinning. We just sew the skirt to the shirt with a straight stitch. We hem down the top, and then we sew the straps together, and then together again, then flip them inside out, and then sew them to the shirt. Oh, and then we're done. Beyond happy with how it looks so far. And now I'm just going to do the most horrible thing ever, which is flipping spaghetti straps. And then I will sew them down, and then this shirt is done. I wish I timed myself because this was so fast to make this. Here we go, I got it. So this is what it looks like now. This is the front strap, and then I crisscrossed in the back. I mean, it was easy to make. All right, done, last one. This one, I'm going to be targeting the classic dude shirt to dress transformation. I have attempted this multiple times on my own, so may as well film it now. I am gonna keep the collar the same. I wanna take in the sleeves so that they're kind of a quarter sleeve on me. Should be easy. I am sure it won't be, but in theory, it should be quick. Okay, so I have my model dress. This dress is actually my favorite dress, potentially of all time. I love everything about this dress. I wore it to Italy and it did some very heavy lifting on all of my favorite photos from that trip, actually. So it feels only right that I would be using this dress as my blueprint. And I basically am gonna just bring it all the way up to where the actual collar of the shirt is. And then I'm going to just keep that, I don't know what you call this. This like shoulder line is gonna be the same. And then I'm probably gonna keep the back hem because you want your dresses and skirts longer in the back, or else it really looks homemade when your butt is sticking out of the dress. What do we think? I literally just sewed a straight stitch all the way down. I did the sleeves the exact same way. I literally flipped them inside out and just sewed straight across where I wanted them to go, and I feel like the quarter sleeve is executed kind of perfectly. There is a hole at the bottom because I didn't quite match it up with the armpit hole that I cut on the base of the dress. I'm trying to, no, that was weird. So I will have to like just pin that in like that and sew it. But honestly, for the most part, this looks amazing to the point where I think I just want to call it done. I think that this is done. Honestly, now I'm reflecting, I actually think these were the easiest pieces that I've made in a long time. So maybe I'll make Pinterest clothes more often. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I make videos every week, except for last week. I didn't. See you next time. Bye.